Hi folks, I'm back. Going to do a little product review here of this Hamilton Beach upright freezer here. I think this is like take five. Down here in the basement, and no one in the house has been doing anything for hours. So I decided to come down here and do this. Now, then everybody starts walking around, going to the kitchen, slamming cabinets, whatnot. Anyway, so I had a list of pros and cons. I'm not going to do it in any particular order. I'm just going to throw them at you. So first pro, the price when I got it was excellent. This replaced a very old, like 30-year-old chest freezer that was just a disgusting energy hog. So this is a lot nicer in the energy department. Big con, stupid tags impossible to remove. You guys stop doing that, all right? Second con, this plastic handle, very flimsy, and you swear when you have to install it, you have to kind of manipulate and bend a little bit to get it snap into place. I thought it was going to break. Now that it is in place, it's less flimsy, but still flimsy, still moves. Good size, fits right here in the corner and down to the basement and everything else. Right on top is the temperature control. It goes from like 0 to 7, and they say when you plug it in, put on 7 for 2 hours and whatnot, and then turn it back to 5. I have it like 5 1/4, and see that? Negative 12 degrees. Phenomenal. Also, very big pro are the drawers. Keeps you nice and organized. Like this drawer, this is ground beef, 1 pound of ground beef, fits in a quart size bag, flatten it up, put it in. I think last count I have like 26 pounds of ground beef in here. One of the cons about that though is the chest freezer, you can put big oversized things like a ginormous rack of ribs in there. Those, they don't fit in these drawers. So I ended up actually getting another chest freezer for the oversized stuff. So that's kind of a con. But other thing is just keeping it organized. So there's other times that when I have that ginormous rack of ribs in the chest freezer, things that get stuck underneath it tend to stay there for a few years until you're cleaning things out and you're like, oh crap, that's still in there. So drawers, the organization, very good. Biggest con of this thing is they say 11 cubic feet of storage. Not even close. So the chest freezer this replaced was only 8 cubic feet. And I could not fit all the food from the 8 cubic foot freezer into an 11 cubic foot freezer. So I pulled out one of the drawers, and just doing rough measurements with like a tape measure, I came out to just a tweak over 1 cubic foot per drawer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 drawers, but the very bottom one is only half size because they have some with hardware in the back. 6.5 cubic feet. Just to double check, I took one drawer out, lined it with plastic, filled it with water, then dumped the water into a big saucepan, measured that, standard equation of volume of cylinder, came out to just about 1 cubic foot per drawer. So 6 cubic feet of storage, not 11. Got the Hamilton Beach. If you just measure the very rough opening, height, width, and depth, it comes out to like 10.6 cubic feet. But again, on the very bottom, you have some of the hardware, the compressor and stuff. So you've lost some. So even the absolute rough opening, you're not at 11 cubic feet. So despite that, I still really like this freezer. Keeps you more aware of what you have, how long you've had it. So you have to rotate your food. Remember to rotate your food. You just don't find things accidentally underneath the ginormous rack of ribs. So all in all, crazy cold temperature. Like I said, I have it at 5 1/4, and it's at minus 12. You can crank that down even colder if you want, but then you're gonna have to defrost it more. And actually, speaking of that, I've had this just about a year. This is gonna be the first time I've defrosted the freezer. So that's a very good pro as well. But even at minus 12 degrees, you vacuum seal stuff like the steaks and stuff I have in here. Vacuum sealed steaks, frozen at minus 12 degrees. I fed my family steaks that are 5 years old, and they're perfectly fine. So That's it. Great freezer, great price, great size, great everything else. Not 11 cubic feet. You got 6.5 cubic feet. That's but the only problem. That's in a nutshell, folks. All right, we'll see you next time.